What's going on, everybody? This is Patrick and Austin from Obscure Reference, and we're a little late in getting to this, but we're finally here to react to the new Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning teaser trailer 2025 movie, Tom Cruise. How excited are you?
I would say I was more excited before Dead Reckoning, but here we are.
Hmm. Yeah, I had a feeling that you would be like that. Call it a hunch. If you've forgotten, we reviewed this movie, what, last year? The last one?
Yeah.
Which doesn't feel right to me. Maybe this is my Fast and Furious brain thinking. I thought this movie was like at least another year or two out.
They must have filmed it back to back, right?
They might have. I don't know for sure. But yeah, you can go back and watch our review and where we ranked it with the rest of the Mission Impossible movies. I think sure we have a link somewhere here.
Mm-hmm.
But long story short, Austin a little harder on it than I was. I still don't think it's the best, but I still liked it a little bit. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this is going. Ready for more Ethan.
Yes.
So
Let's jump into it.
let's do it. Light the fuse, baby. Okay, love a good plane. A lot of cool planes.
Our lives are not defined by any one action.
Especially when you save the
Our
world like
lives
8 times.
are the sum of our choices.
Is that Ving Rhames saying that?
Sounds
Oh
like it.
shit!
Everything you are, everything you've
Oh!
done, has come to this.
Callback.
When
Like,
the need for
barely seen the
certainty is
submarine.
absolute,
I know.
and the odds are
That's like the
deemed
whole thing.
impossible, the mission falls to him.
Should he choose to accept?
All right, getting the goosies.
For every life you tried to save,
Oh
you
shit!
gambled millions more. And now the fate of every living soul on Earth is your responsibility.
He soloed into the submarine?
That's the pattern, isn't it?
Here's the run. There's Kittredge again.
You refuse to sacrifice the ones you hold close.
There he is.
Oh, was that his? We'll go back. We'll go back.
Was that like a dream? What was that?
I don't know, because that looked like his OG wife a little bit. Maybe I'm tripping.
You've always been on the right side, brother. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
Oh, I remember when they did the clip
I
from
need
that
you to
shoot.
trust me
Oh, yeah, that's right.
one last time.
There's always a last time, and then there's another last time.
No, but this is the final reckoning, the final last time.
Mm-hmm. Until it's not.
Hmm.
Oh, look, the Iditarod.
Very classic. All right. Not showing too much, but I guess we already know a lot from the last one because this is a direct follow-up.
Yeah. I will say I'm happy that this one, it felt like they wanted everyone to know so badly about the bike jump in the last movie
Mm-hmm.
that it became like the centerpiece for everything. So I'm glad that in this one it feels like far more balanced in terms of like we saw the sub, we saw the plane, we saw car traces and all that kind of stuff. That makes it feel like this was a more balanced action trailer.
Yeah. I I will say this is a good teaser trailer. Let me start by right there. But I think the teaser trailer where it's just a slow build up of the Mission Impossible theme that does lead to the bike jump like you mentioned, but where it's just the slow build of the music and it's just hype as shit was a lot of fun. I kind of prefer something like that, but I do think yeah, I like the balance that we have here where it is like we're building up, oh, Ethan saved the world a million times. He does it without sacrificing anyone, intentionally at least, and then yeah, you get the stunts in between there. So it's a good like balance of this is what we're dealing with, and here are the characters that are putting their lives on the line and all that good stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I think it's
like this.
when you have a direct sequel to the last one, a
Mhm.
teaser trailer is kind of like a weird spot to be in, I'd say, because like what are you really introducing in terms of from the story perspective of like we already know everything that's going on, and it's not like the Mission Impossible movies are incredibly deep in terms of like what's going on there with the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was right to focus, you know, on the different action scenes, and it looked really balanced. You know, obviously we didn't get any joking in this one
Yeah.
because I think this was kind of more of a sizzle reel. But that kind of referencing back to our review of the last one was my biggest issue with most of the action is it went on like 20% too long because they just wanted to riff on every single action scene.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't see any of that. Now, we'll just have to wait and see if that actually shows up in the movie or not.
Right.
But this one, as of now, I'm looking for. I mean, I'm going to go see the movie regardless, but
Yeah.
it didn't give me any big red flags. So I'm still on the this movie looks really good.
Yeah. Yep. I think they're trying to play the marketing for this one a little bit more serious. I'm sure once we get into it, they're going to be riffing, ping and ponging across each, you know, bouncing off each other like they normally do. But yeah, even in looking at like the poster that they put out with this, it's just a shot of Ethan's face, and it's just, you know, not any like fun set piece like climbing the Taj Mahal or whatever. So it seems to me they're playing the marketing around this a lot more serious, trying to really push that, hey, this is, you know, the final reckoning, you know.
We also didn't see him a ton with other characters. Like obviously we saw him solo, like with Ving Rhames and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there, like we saw that shot of all of the team or most of the team in that airplane.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, we saw Tom in the submarine alone, Tom running in the Great Britain alone,
Right.
like or just with really one other person. So that's I think a change because you know so much of the last movie was him with what's her face?
Haley
I can't
Atwell's
remember her name.
character.
Yeah, like so that's a drastic change from in terms of what we've seen so far.
Yeah, which I think half the fun of these movies, it's kind of like the Fast and Furious. It's like I'm here for the stunts and the action, of course, but I'm also here for the crew at this point. And I think one of my biggest disappointments with some of the later Fast and Furious movies is ever since Paul Walker's passed, like you feel that disconnect from Vin Diesel's character and the rest of the crew. He's usually doing his own thing, whether it's fighting John Cena or you know whatever. He feels very separate from the crew. He doesn't interact with them a whole lot. And that's something I've always kind of appreciated about these movies is that, you know, after 4 and 5, he's with the crew pretty much, not the entire time, because last movie it was mostly Haley Atwell's character that he was hanging out with, but, okay, so, do we know who this character on the right is?
I don't think so. I don't. Not that I don't know any of these people's names in the universe. But like the thing to me like that's interesting is I probably agree with you mostly in what you're saying, but we've just replaced most of the cast at this point. Like if not once, multiple times.
Yeah.
To where I'm like, do I even really care about these characters on the same level? I don't know if I do.
That's
like Haley Atwell's character is a lesser version of Tom's, you know, last love interest, and I'm blanking on his name. Simon Pegg. He is the one that's like been around the whole time. He's really good.
Same as Ving
And
Rhames.
Ving Rhames, yeah, but he's seemingly is more like he kind of just shows up rather than being in a team, right? Which has been kind of true for a while now. Where he's kind of come and gone depending on where they're at and what they want to do at that time. And then we've got Guardians of the Galaxy lady. What's her name? Can't remember.
Clementif. I don't know her character's name, but she was the bad guy in the last one.
Yeah, she was not interested.
Yeah, I need a little.
And
bit more
I didn't think blonde chick from what was that 2 movies ago? No, wait, was that? Yeah, with Henry Cavill, that one.
Oh.
I don't think she's very interesting either, is my point. So like a lot of the cast that they've had recently doesn't do it the same way that the old ones did.
Yeah, and I'll agree to an extent. I think Haley Atwell's pale imitation of what I know her character's name, but I can't remember the actress's name. Elsa, like on the actress name. Fuck, I really like her. That's too bad. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I agree. I like Simon Pegg and Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames been around since the beginning, of course. So and Simon since 3, but the rest of the cast, yeah. I mean, we switched out Jeremy Renner. He's still around somewhere, I think. I don't even think he's dead. But yeah, we can go down that.
Well, unfortunately, in real life, he can't come back.
Yeah.
Just because of his injury, I don't think he'll ever be able to do an action movie like that again. But
No, probably not. And yeah, I mean, I think he was like the head. I don't even remember. I'm just gonna speculate on where his character is, and it's just gonna be wrong. So I don't know. Yeah, I like what crew we have left. That's like OG. I'm curious to learn more about Palm's character. I don't think we had enough of her to really have any really lasting impression, and there seemed like there was something teed up at the end that maybe there could be something there, but I'm not sure. And then Haley Atwell, she did a whole lot of running around, didn't do a whole lot much else, I think, in the last one either. So I want to see more from her too, because I think her character is interesting and charming enough, but I don't know.
still excited.
It is, and cool to see Angela Bassett is back wherever she was.
It's unfortunate we can't get Baldwin back because he had his whole Rust incident, so he can't.
Yeah. Which one was he? I know it was like the.
He was their like contact to the government, head of the
Right.
whatever department for a while.
Did he die? I'm trying to remember Fallout. I don't remember Fallout as well as I should.
Well, that was the one. That was the one where they like faked the fake out, where like he made.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he died or didn't die. There was a
See-
version of him that died. Was it really him? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I thought he did, but maybe he didn't. I don't know. That's a good movie. I'm gonna rewatch Fallout at some point. Do we think this will be the last one?
No.
I'm looking at this quote from Macquarie. In 2023, June 2023, Macquarie told Fandango that Dead Reckoning Part 1 and the Final Reckoning would not necessarily end the series, and they were developing ideas for future installments. So there you go. Cool, but you know what I do care about? This movie, when it comes out in May, we will both be here reviewing it and putting it up on our list of all the other ones and ranking it, all that good stuff, so stay tuned to that. We also do live streams and other fun videos, so stay tuned to this channel, subscribe, hit that bell, and follow us on all of our socials. Links are all in the description below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later.